The 26th of August 2021, Thursday. Part A. Vocabulary and sentence construction. 1. Disaster, noun. When something extremely bad happens, it's called a disaster. Disastrous, adjective, something that causes disaster. Something that is extremely bad, harmful, or unsuccessful. Examples. The ship hit the rock and sank. It was a disaster. The tsunami in Japan was a disaster. The virus is disastrous. It has already caused disasters around the world. I was trying to cut my own hair and messed it up. It's a disaster. 2. Delight, noun, a feeling of great pleasure. Something that gives you great pleasure. Delight, verb, give someone a lot of pleasure. Cause a lot of pleasure. Delightful, adjective, full of delight. Very pleasant. Examples. It was a delightful movie. I really enjoyed the movie. Watching that movie with you was a real delight. I really enjoyed watching that movie with you. I like ice cream delights. Delighted to meet you. Really pleased to meet you. Felt delighted. Charmed to meet you. Really liked meeting you. Felt charmed. 3. Staff, noun, people working in a company or office. Overstaffed, adjective, having more staff than needed. Understaffed, adjective, not having enough staff. Examples. We have a lot of staff in our company, but Peter's company is understaffed, whereas Nicole's office is overstaffed. When you are overstaffed, there are too many people and not enough work. So, some of them just waste time and disturb the people who work. When you are understaffed, there is more work than there are people. So, most of them are tired and overworked and cannot finish the work on time. 4. Cash, noun, money in the form of coins or notes. Cash, verb, convert a check into paper money. Out of fashion, phrase, old-styled and unpopular. Not in use any longer. Examples. These days, more and more people are using credit cards at the supermarkets. Cash is going out of fashion. But if you go to the local market, you still need cash. You can't use your beautiful credit card there. Some stores are going cashless, whereas others are only accepting cash. Customer. Do you accept checks? Shopkeeper. No, we don't. Customer. Do you accept cards? Shopkeeper. No, we don't. Customer. Do you have an e-wallet? Shopkeeper. No, we don't. Customer. What do you accept? Shopkeeper. Only cash. 5. Compose, verb, write a song, poem, or music. Composer, noun, a person who composes music. Writer, noun, a person who writes or has written something. Western, adjective, of the West, North America and West Europe. Facing the West. In the West. Eastern, adjective, of the East, Asia. Facing the East. In the East. Examples. Poets compose poems. Musicians compose music. Songwriters compose songs. They are all composers. Beethoven and Mozart are considered the two greatest Western classical composers of all time. 6. Eliminate, verb, remove or get rid of something. Elimination, noun, the process of removing or getting rid of something. Detect noun, find or discover something that's hidden and isn't easy to see or hear. Detection, noun, the act or process of discovering or finding something that's hidden. Detective, noun, a person who investigates crimes. Detector, noun, a thing that detects. Examples: France eliminated Russia in the Football World Cup. France won and Russia went out of the cup tournament. I have smoke and fire detectors in my house. They are for safety. I have motion detectors, too. They are for security. Cameras are for both safety and security. Dogs can detect a lot of things. They are good for safety and security. Many times, they are faster than cameras and detectors. 7. Apparent, adjective, something that is clear, easy to see or understand. Apparent, adjective, something that seems to be true, it looks like, maybe it is, maybe it's not. Apparently, adverb, the way something appears to be. Examples: John isn't coming today. Apparently, he has a stomach ache. It looks like he has a stomach ache. Jessica isn't coming to the mall. Apparently, she doesn't like shopping. Apparently, Brandon likes ice cream. He has eaten 14 in the last 5 days. Very easy to understand that he likes ice cream because he's eaten so many. When there are black clouds in the sky, it is apparent that it's going to rain. 8. Section, noun, part of something. Division of something. Examples: I like this section of the cinema hall. It's closer to the AC and it's quiet. She's in 10.4. That means she is in the 4th section of class 10. I am in 5B. That's the 2nd section, B section, of the 5th grade. If you take a big piece and divide it into 5 parts, you get 5 sections. 9. Character, noun, a person in a movie, story, or cartoon. Examples: Tintin is a character. So is Snowy. This book has only 3 characters. That movie has a lot of characters. Some TV shows have so many characters that it's hard to remember who is who. Part B. Collective nouns and quantifiers. Part 1 of Part B. Bunch collective noun. Question 1. When do you use a bunch in a sentence? Answer: when something is more than a few and is impossible or difficult to count. Also, they must look like a bunch. That means they must be bunched together, in a group. Examples: Give me a dozen grapes. You can say it, but no one is counting grapes and selling them. Grapes are sold in bunches. You don't count the grapes, but you count the apples. So, you can say, a dozen apples. You can say, a bunch of people. You can count people, too, but if there are many people then it takes long to count them, and if you don't have time, a bunch of people is okay. It would be better to say, a few people, or several people, many people, dozens of people, etc. Don't use a bunch of people in a test because it's not really correct. Bunch of chairs isn't correct because you can easily count chairs. If you can't, then say a few chairs, several chairs, a lot of chairs, etc. Chairs aren't sold in bunches and they cannot be bunched together, put in a bunch like grapes. Part 2 of Part B. Ton informal usage. Question 2. What's a lot and heavy? Answer. A load or a ton. Examples. I have a load of clothes that I need to wash. I have a ton of homework. They are speaking a load of rubbish. I have a heavy bag. It weighs a ton. Actually, a ton or ton is 1,000 kilograms, 1,000 kilograms. But we just use it to say that something is very heavy or that it feels like 1,000 kilos. This usage of the word ton is informal. So, don't use it in a test or formal email, letter, etc. Part 3 of Part B. Correct and formal alternatives. 1. I just need a single ticket. Only one ticket. 2. I need a couple of tickets for the circus. 2 tickets. 3. I need a dozen tickets. 12 tickets. 4. I need a bunch of tickets. Maybe between 10 and 20 tickets, informal use of bunch. 5. I need several tickets. Much better, use this instead of a bunch of tickets because tickets aren't sold in bunches. 6. I need a ton of tickets. Maybe 50 or more, informal. 7. I need a lot of tickets. I need a large number of tickets. I need a substantial amount of tickets. Much better, use these instead of a ton of tickets. As you can see from the examples, ton and bunch are used incorrectly by some people. It's poor English. Use the correct words. Use a collective noun bunch, group, herd, etc. Only for things in a collection, like grapes, sheep, etc. Otherwise use a quantifier, some, few, lots, a large amount, etc. Part C. Pronunciation. 1. Store. 2. Stores. 3. Whereas. 4. Consider. 5. Considered. 6. Classic. 7. Classical. 8. Apparent. 9. Apparently. 10. Character. 11. Characters.